What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we are going to be doing another episode of our Let's Build series where we are creating a redstone house in Minecraft Pocket Edition. This is of course using the latest updates, which are pistons and slime blocks and all that neat stuff. So let's go ahead and continue. Now in today's episode I want to focus on creating the house, sort of like the look of it, and I'm going to try to recreate the house in the thumbnail. That way it's accurate to what we are portraying. Alright, so to do that I'm going to need the following blocks in my inventory. I really have no idea how to build it besides that picture, so I'm going to try to do my best. Alright, so let's begin. The first thing you want to do is grab yourselves some clay blocks and find where you want the front of your house to be. So say for instance I want it to be right over here. I just place down one clay block, then place down 3 to the left of it, making 4 in total, then place down 1, 2, 3, 4 more, and then I want to build up one block over there, one block on the left side, then build up 2 blocks in the middle, and then build this up by another layer. And then after that layer is built up, I want to connect it right at the top, just like that, using our clay blocks. Alright, so now what I want to do is build up a layer of clay blocks right over here. Then I want to grab myself some quartz slabs, place down 1, 2, 3, and then 3 more to make 6. And then I want to grab some more blocks of my choice, build out 1, 2, 3, 4, just up like that. And then I want to actually go ahead and place down a row of blocks right over here. So it looks exactly like the thumbnail. That's basically going to be the spot for our front door. So far so good. The next thing I want to do is grab myself some quartz blocks, and then I want to pretty much build up 2 layers over here. And that does not actually look accurate, so I think this actually needs to be 1 block higher. So let's just go ahead and do this. What we need to do is grab ourselves our clay blocks, build up another layer right over here to make it the 5th block up. And the reason why we want to do that is because this window over here has to be 3 blocks tall. Alright, so now let's go ahead and destroy these blocks over there, and now our window should be 3 blocks tall. And then I want to grab myself another block of my choice, or actually you need to grab yourselves quartz and then place down a layer just like this right at the top. Then I want to grab myself some of our glass panes and place down our glass panes right over there. And this is how it should look from that side. And to finish this off, I might want to place down a block over here and then a block over there. That way the window connects properly. And as you guys can see, that is one window now completed. I need to do the same thing on the other side. Build up a layer of 2x2 blocks over there, a layer down of 2x2 blocks. And then we could possibly use a space on the interior to add in some redstone. I mean, who knows? But there is that layer that we could use in the future. Alright, so now let's place down some of our glass panes yet again. That's going to be the front side of the wall. And yeah, it looks pretty good. And now we can just destroy this one layer over here. And then what I want to do is grab myself some of our stone brick slabs, or just stone slabs. I already have that in my inventory, so let's just go ahead and build up 2 layers over here, just like that, to make like a stone slab brick block. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but it's supposed to look something like that. And once you have that, I wanted to say build this back about 5 blocks. So let's just go ahead and do that. Build this back by 5. So that's 1, that's 2, this is 3, 4, and 5. Then I want to fill out this area and then find a space for our door. Alright, so once we have that, I want to grab myself some more clay blocks, place down 2 blocks right over here. Then I want to, actually let's place it down over there. And the next thing I want to do is build up 2 blocks on this side. And then I want to pretty much extend another layer across, and this section is going to be where our garage will be located. Now, I kind of want to place down a redstone door for our garage, so with a big space we could definitely have a lot of room to hide the redstone, but either way, let's go ahead and build this across maybe 6 blocks. So let's just go ahead and count this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then we could bring this down to finish off the garage. And this actually looks really tall. I might just bring it down 1 more layer since it's just so huge. Alright, so let's just go ahead and bring this down first before we destroy the top layer. There we go, and just build it out like that. Is that correct? Nope, it's a bit off. There you go. We now have the area for our garage, and again made out of clay blocks. And then I want to destroy this top layer just like that. And then after we destroy this top layer, what it looks like in the picture is that we have like an open section over here, which is basically going backwards. Alright, so to do this, I want to say build back 1, 2 layers. I think 2 layers is just fine. And then we build down a set of blocks over here. So you actually did not need this pillar. I'm just lining up where the blocks is supposed to be. And then we need to destroy this part right over there. And now we have our garage coming to life, just like the picture. Alright, so that is pretty much what we have so far. You guys can take a look at the picture and it looks okay. Alright, so the next thing we want to do is grab ourselves a block of our choice. And from this block over here, just build out some blocks like that. And then extend this for the upper section of our roof. There you go. And then extend this back, I would say, maybe about 5 blocks. Alright, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Extend this all the way back. And that should be good. Alright, so there we go. Just build it out like that. And then, as you can see, we now have one portion of the garage now looking okay. Alright, so actually, I made a mistake. So this needs to be 1 block lower because this is on the same level and then this is 1 block higher than it. So slight error. I'm gonna fix that really quick and then we can continue building up the garage. Alright, so when you're building this out, you want to make sure that this section is 3 blocks long, even though it's very small compared to the actual picture. Then you want to make sure that this is lined up with there, and this is lined up 1 block to the left of this area. And then you'll have something that looks like the picture, even though the garage is super tiny. Alright, so now what we have to do is maybe just build out the floor parts because the roof seems very, very difficult. Alright, so what I'm going to do is highlight a pathway, and a pathway should be 2 blocks long over here, and then it should be maybe 4 blocks out. So what we're going to do is grab ourselves some quartz, and then build out 1, 2, 3 blocks like that maybe, since it has to be proportional to the actual structure that we're building. Then I want to build out 2 blocks on this side. And actually, maybe we could connect it up to the front door, which I think we should do. So let's just build back maybe 1, 2, 3 blocks just like that. Yet again, if you're building it exactly like me, you should have these spaces available. Then you want to destroy these 2 blocks over there, build it out just like that. Then maybe count 3 blocks away from that area and 2 blocks away from the front door. Then destroy a layer just like this, going towards the garage. And then once you have that, you want to build out a bunch of blocks like this, destroy 2 blocks over there, and then place down quartz like that. Now once you have that, you want to grab yourself some cobblestone, place down a 2x3 area just like this. And then you want to replace this entire section going down towards our garage, towards this line right over here, into cobblestone. Alright, so the next thing you want to do is grab yourselves a block of quartz, and then you want to place down a line of quartz in the ground, 1 block to the left of that pillar. So yet again, we destroy all the blocks in the ground like this, and then we replace it with quartz, and then in the middle, we will replace that space with our cobblestone. Alright, so this is kind of too small for me. I want to maybe extend it to blocks to the left, so I'm going to quickly do that, and then we could finish up this floor, and then I'll show you guys how the bottom section is supposed to look like. Alright, so what we have to do now is grab ourselves some more clay blocks, build out another layer right over here to the left, and this is basically going to exaggerate this side of the building, and it's going to look just like the one in the picture. Then we need to go ahead and grab ourselves another set of clay blocks, build out 1 block diagonally to the first pillar just like that, and yet again, it should look just like the image. Alright, so now once we have that, we want to go ahead and make sure that we place down our quartz blocks lining up with that pillar. So let's just go ahead and take a look at that, destroy these blocks right over here, and basically extend it all the way to the back of that pillar. Alright, so let's just go ahead and do that, extend it all the way down. And then we can start placing down our quartz. Alright, so here we go. We're going to place down our quartz into the spot. And then in the middle of this area, going into the garage itself, we will have some cobblestone. Alright, so let's just go ahead and do that. Destroy all of these blocks. And what we need to do is pretty much place down, I would say 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks back here as well. So let's just go ahead and do that. 4 blocks. And that's where the garage is going to end. So it should end with the same part of the roof, and I think the roof is 1 block too short, so let's just go ahead and extend this 1 block back. And then after we have had this completed, we could go ahead and fill in this entire section with cobblestone. Alright, so there we go. Now what I'm going to do is build out the area for our garage. In the future, we could add in a piston door, but at the moment, I think what I'm going to do would just be fine. Now I'm going to grab myself some quartz slabs and basically build out all the way to the back. And this is going to highlight 1 space of the garage, and it should look okay. And then what I want to do is grab ourselves our clay blocks and then build out a layer 1 block back of this. That way this quartz is exposed. Alright, so once we have that, we could go ahead and start building up the back wall. And for the back wall, I want to grab some of our oak wood planks, and then I want to line this up with this block over here, and then I want to line this up with our quartz on this side. Then I want to build it up all the way to the ceiling, just like that, and then I want to pretty much extend this, that way the roof of this is actually exposed. Alright, so then we destroy the blocks in the middle, grab ourselves some of our cobblestone, build out one layer from the bottom, just like this. And then you want to grab yourselves some of our stone slabs and basically build up the bottom area with stone slabs. And yet again, it is coming together quite well. Alright, so now for the right side of the wall, I'm just going to grab some clay at the moment and just build out this entire section just like that. In the future, we could add in decorations, but at the moment, we're just doing the basic design for the house. Alright, so here we go. We're going to build this out. Alright, so to build up the doorway, you would have to destroy this wall that we just built, but that's okay because we just used some of the clay at the bottom. And then we could build up a pillar of blocks like this out of quartz. Then you want to extend it all the way across. And once this is all the way to the end, you want to make sure that all of these blocks at the bottom over here is quartz. Alright, so once we have that, we grab ourselves our clay yet again, and this time we build it one block back. That way it has an indentation in the wall. And then that should be good. Alright, so that's one section of our doorway. As you guys can see, from the other side, it's basically, you know, fills up the area. So we can go ahead and just do that. And then on this side, we want to basically grab ourselves some more quartz and then build out this section and build it all the way up to this point. Alright, so let's just go ahead and do that. And it's, I would say, about 3 blocks tall. And then after we pass this 3 blocks, I'm just going to place down clay over here. And then I'm going to grab myself some of my stone slabs and build out some of our slabs on the top sections of these blocks, just like that. And then we can basically fill out the rest of these. So for the second floor, I want to grab some quartz, then come around to this side and build out a layer of quartz blocks right at the top section of the clay. And then I want to grab some of our slabs for our quartz and build it out just like this. And then once I have that, I want to grab myself yet again another block. And just for a temporary block, we're going to use quartz, and we're going to basically build one layer back, just like that, creating a pillar for the right hand side. Then I want to grab myself some more clay and build out 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and pretty much line it up with this pillar in the middle that's dividing the window. So let's just destroy that to make 4 blocks to the left. And then we want to grab ourselves some more quartz and build out one layer behind this, yet again 4 blocks, and then build up one like this. And then once we have that, we want to basically skip a layer and build out some clay like that. Alright, so it's basically going to create this indentation in the wall, which is going to be right below our window. Alright, so now what we need to do is grab ourselves some of our stone brick blocks, and then I want to build it out until this section. Alright, so let's just go ahead and do that. Build out 1, 2, 3, and then build out over here as well. And then I'm just going to build it up to this bit of clay at the top. Alright, so now we need to build up the huge pillar on this side of the building. And to do that, I want to grab yet again more clay. And actually, maybe we could build this out of stone slabs. Okay, so I'm going to grab more stone slabs. And I'm going to place down a stone slab right over here, which is basically next to our quartz and on top of this pillar on this section. Then we place down one right next to it, and then we build up, I would say, maybe until we get to about 12 blocks into the air. I have no idea at this point, but we could keep going until it looks good. Alright, so what we want to do next is grab ourselves some more of our quartz slabs, build out an entire layer just like this, going down all the way to the other side, and then we're going to build up the first balcony, which is directly at the middle of the house. Alright, so to do this, I want to grab some more quartz and basically build out a layer just like that, and then I want to grab myself some of our stained glass, and I need black stained glass for this, and hopefully Minecraft Pocket Edition has it, but I think it only has the regular glass panes. So I'm going to grab some more of our quartz and build out another layer like that, then place down our glass panes right over here, one block back. That way it looks better than having it on the edge. So I don't know at the moment yet, but I think placing it one block away from the edge is okay. And what I need to do is grab myself some more of our clay, and I would say build back 1, 2, 3 blocks like that. And then I want to basically build back 3 blocks on all of these sides until we get to the top. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll see how it looks, and I'll show you guys what I did. So what we need to do next is grab ourselves some of our quartz stairs, and then we need to place down our quartz stairs facing towards this direction, directly above this glass pane, just like that, but make sure you place it right side up. Then you want to wrap it around the house until you get to this side right over here, and then yet again wrap this around so it connects to the wall. And you want to pretty much do this for 3 different levels, and then you want to extend this all the way down like that. You want to skip 1 block and this time place it upside down. So let's skip 1 block, place this upside down just like that, and then we skip another block and place it upside down yet again. So you do that by simply clicking on the top. Then we wrap these around, and then we could continue building this up. So let's just go ahead and place these upside down just like that, wrap around the entire building. And one thing that we do need to do is place down our clay in between these blocks, and then on the outside of it we place down our stone slabs. Now we need to grab ourselves our clay blocks, place it down in these areas right over there, and that should look great. I mean, check that out, guys. We now have that section of the building now going up to the top, and what I think we could do is maybe destroy these sides because it makes the actual pillar look too big, and I don't think that's how they did it in the picture. Alright, so that is pretty much it so far. Now what I want to do is grab myself some more blocks, and this time it's going to be stone bricks, and I'm going to build up a couple of layers until we get to a good height where the roof is actually going to be. Alright, so this window looks like it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks tall. So what I'm going to do is grab myself some clay and build out. So there's already one here, so place on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then the left side is higher than the right side, so I'm going to build the left side maybe 7 blocks, and then the right side up to 5 blocks. Alright, so let's just go ahead and do this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we could pretty much extend this like that. There you go. And it's going to be even at the moment, but when we cover it up in the future, it's going to look kind of cut off and slanted. Alright, so for this brick wall over here, it needs to be 1 block higher than the window, and also the window needs to be made out of quartz. So I messed that up. We need to replace all of these blocks over here with quartz. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we can continue. Alright, so there we go. Now what I want to do is grab myself some more clay, come over to this section to the right, and I want to build up a layer of clay blocks all the way to the top of the window. Then I want to come to the interior side of the window, grab myself some more clay, build up a 2x2 area just like that, and then I want to basically build down another 2x2 area over here. Now this window is only 2 blocks wide, unlike the picture where it's 4 blocks wide, so we'll just have to work with what we have, build out some blocks on the right and the left hand side, then grab ourselves some of our glass panes, and then we're going to place these glass panes, of course, right in the window. So let's just go ahead and do that. And then it should create this nice looking window, which looks a lot better from this side of the house. Alright, so far it is really coming together. Now we just need to build up the left hand side and then the roof, and we're pretty much done. I mean, the front of the house is the only part that we actually need. The back will be adjusted as we add in some more redstone. Alright, so to build up this section of the house, what I'm going to need is some really good eyes right now, because I really have no idea what that is. Alright, so what I'm going to do is grab myself some of my quartz slabs and then place down a quartz slab right on top of this layer of our quartz stairs, build it out by 2 on this side, or maybe just 1, and we could then extend this by 1, 2, 3 blocks like that. And then we need to have this line up with that pillar over here, so I'm just going to build this out by 1 more. And then we could go ahead and grab ourselves some quartz blocks, build down 1, 2, and 3, and then we want to build out a pillar right behind this. So let's just go ahead and build that down. This is not made out of quartz, but I'm just placing this down as a reference, and we could go and modify it and add in some detail afterwards. So that's what we need. Now we need to go ahead and grab ourselves, I would say, some more quartz, and then build out 1 layer to the back of this. And then after we build out 1 layer to the back, we want to extend this entire layer all the way across until you get to these blocks over here. So let's just go ahead and do that. Build out until we get to these blocks, which is about 3 more. And then we need to connect this up to these quartz staircases. So we might have to extend the wall a bit more back, but you got to remember there's also 1 layer right over here as well. So what we need to do is build out a pillar, which is basically going to connect to our staircases, and then this pillar is going to connect to the wall at the back. Alright, so to make this a bit easier, I extended the floor for our balcony. That way we have some room to work with. And now what I'm going to do is pretty much extend the top section as well. Now I know I said only to extend it to this block, but we're just going to extend it all the way to the top. That way we have some background blocks to place upon, and then we could grab ourselves our quartz stairs. And what I'm going to do is basically build out basically upside down staircases over here, and that's going to add in the texture that we're looking for. Alright, so now we build up blocks on the right and the left hand side, just like this right over there, and then we build down a layer right over here as well. Alright, so there you go, and then we destroy that block over there, and this should be okay. Alright, so this is how it looks on the other side. Now I need to grab some of our nether blocks, so let's just go ahead and grab ourselves some of our nether brick. And then we need to place down our nether brick right in these areas. So what I'm going to do is pretty much build out, I would say, some blocks in the wall over here. So let's just go ahead and do that. Destroy like these amount of blocks. It does not have to be that accurate. And destroy those, destroy these over here. And basically build up 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 1, 2. And it should look like that. Then I want to extend this part like this. And I don't actually think that looks too good, so let's just destroy those blocks. And yeah, I think that's okay. I mean, how bad can it look? Alright, so let's see. Maybe we could build out these a couple blocks. That way it's like the opposite, but it still looks kind of fancy. Alright, so yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so now what I need to do to finish up this entire structure is to go ahead and grab ourselves some more quartz, and then using these quartz I want to build out 1, 2 blocks over here, and then I want to build out I would say 1, 2 over here, and then keep a space of 2 in the middle. Or actually I don't think we have enough space for this. Let's see. These 2 blocks need to line up over here. So there is definitely some stuff that is off from the picture, but we're going to try to make this as best as we can. So 2 blocks over here, 2 blocks in the middle free, then 2 blocks to the left. And we need to build this up all the way until we get to 1 block below this. So I would say right over here, just like that. So that is, I would say 4 blocks tall. Then we connect the tops, connect the bottoms, and then we could go ahead and place down some glass in these positions. Alright, so this looks alright. It doesn't look that great, but we could possibly change it in the future. Alright, so now we need to grab ourselves some clay. Let's grab that clay. It's just regular clay, and we are going to place this clay directly behind the window. So I'm not sure how I'm exactly going to do this, but I guess we could just destroy these parts and place it over there. I mean, I just want this color around the window, and we can't really do it with the space that we have, so I guess this should just be fine. Alright, so what I'm going to do is make a few adjustments. I'm going to build out a layer of quartz blocks over here. That way our staircases appear to be further behind as they are, and then we need to place down our quartz blocks right on top of this, extending it up by 1 to make it look a little bit better. And then we could go ahead and grab ourselves our stone slabs and build out a layer right over here. After we've done that, we could go ahead and grab ourselves some more of our quartz, and then we need to build out a layer of quartz directly in front of this layer of stone slabs. Alright, so there you go. As you guys can see, that's how it is supposed to look. And now we just need to extend this by 1 out, and extend it by 1 more. And then we need to grab ourselves some of our nether brick slabs. So let's just go ahead and grab those. And then we need to build out 1, 2 back over here. Alright, so there you go. Now I'm going to grab some more of our nether brick slabs and basically place down a layer right behind these blocks, just like that. So it should be floating in midair. Then I just want to extend this part on the right hand side. And then I want to grab some more of our quartz blocks. So let's just go ahead and grab those. And I want to build up 1 layer right behind this. So just go ahead and place down a layer of quartz just like that, connecting to the top section over here. And then extend it on this side as well. And then I want to place down some of our nether brick slabs directly on top of the section. Actually, you know what? We need to extend this 1 more. That way the nether brick slabs are not touching. So let's just go ahead and do that. And then place down another brick stairs directly on top, on the top section of these blocks, and it should look like this. Then we wrap across all the way around, and then we need to finish up the roof. Now for the roof, I pretty much need to grab myself some of my stone slabs and then build out a layer of stone slabs, I would say directly above our nether brick slab. So let's just go ahead and do that. Alright, so what we have to do now is grab ourselves some stone slabs and build up this section 6 blocks. It's currently already at 2, so let's just go ahead and add 3, and then we could add 3 more in total to make 6. Alright, so that's 4, 5, and 6. You gotta remember these are slabs, so just half of a block, and then we basically need to build this up again, so that is 3 right over there. That's 4, 5, and 6. And then once we have that, we can start adding in our roof. Now, to add in our roof, what I'm going to do is grab ourselves some of our clay blocks yet again. And then I'm going to build one block up like this. And you know what? Let's just destroy this block over here. Let's just build it from this angle. All right, so I'm going to grab myself some of my quartz slabs, build out 2 blocks like that. And then I want to place down some of our nether brick slabs on the right-hand section. And also at the front. So we're going to build this out by 1 like that, then wrap around this side. It should appear to be 2. And then we need to pretty much grab ourselves some more of our quartz slabs, build up 1 layer like this, and try to have it on the top section of a block if you can. So do it like that, and then need to replace this block over here, then extend this section by 2, then grab ourselves some more nether brick slabs, build this out by 2, and then we're going to basically do it like 2, then 2, and then 2 more, then 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, a staircase, and then 2. So hopefully you guys are keeping up with that. Yet again, I recommend you look at the picture because this might be confusing. So let's go ahead and try this again. So what I need to do is pretty much build up another layer over here, and then I need to extend this by 2 across, and then I need to build up this time 1 across. And then this time I need to build up 2 across, and hopefully this will line up because so far it doesn't look like it's going to line up. Alright, so build out 2 across, then you want to destroy that block over there, and then you want to build out 1, 1, and 1. So let's just build out 1, 1, and finally we build out 1 more over here, destroy that block and replace it, and then we need to build down 1 again, and then 2 upside down staircases. Alright, so let's just go ahead and do that. Build out 1 like this, destroy the block at the top. Then we need to place down a block right over here. Or actually, we need to place down a block over here. And then we need to place down a block right over here. Alright, so let's grab ourselves our stone or our nether brick staircases and place down a nether brick stairs. I would say, where do we place this? Maybe build up a block over here, destroy this block over there, build up a nether brick staircase upside down right over there, and then another one right on top of this one. Alright, so let's just go ahead and do this one more time. There you go. Upside down. And as you guys can see, it's basically going from staircases to slabs, and it's eventually creating that roof that we're looking for. Now the final top is just going to be some of our nether brick stairs, which is going to be 2 blocks out like this, and then we can just bring it all the way back and then fill in these spaces, of course, with our quartz slabs as well. And to do that, you would just grab yourselves your quartz slabs and just build out some layers right at the back until you get all the way to the very top. So like I said, it is definitely looking like it is coming together, so I'm just going to fill that in and I'll be back and I'll show you guys how it looks. Alright, so I just built up a couple blocks for our roof so you guys can see how it's supposed to look, and of course I just used my quartz slab as well as some of the staircases located right over there. Now we need to build up this wall, and then we need to connect this wall to this roof. So I just wanted to keep some space, that way we don't build up a ton of roof and then we have to go ahead and manually destroy it, which will take a really long time. Alright, so over here I want to pretty much grab myself some quartz blocks, and what the heck just happened? We need to place down a layer of blocks right over here, and then this layer needs to line up with this set of blocks on this side. So let's just go ahead and do that, and then we need to build all the way to the top, and also we need to add an indentation into this wall. So in a bit, we'll work on the indentation with adding in some details, but at the moment I'm just going to build out a flat wall, and then we can modify it afterwards. Alright, so there we go. I did make a minor mistake when I was building this. This wall actually does not have to be here. We need to extend these blocks all the way to this wall, and then we need to make the indentation and this space on this side. Alright, so now let's go ahead and just make that indentation. We just need to build out or just destroy some of these blocks over here, and then destroy 1 layer to the bottom as well. So let's just go ahead and do that. Destroy 3 blocks in total, and then destroy all the way until we have a nice decent space to build. Alright, so now what we need to do after we've destroyed these blocks is grab ourselves some quartz slabs, build out just like this, and then build some of our quartz staircases upside down over here as well. So I meant to say staircases. And then once we have this, we want to grab ourselves some more of our clay and then build one block back over here. That way it's an indentation in the wall. As you guys can see, this is pretty much how it's supposed to look. And then we need to destroy this wall altogether. And after we destroy this wall, we could add in all of these blocks extending, connecting to this point. Alright, so it is now time to add in the final touches to make this look completed. We need to place down some quartz slabs right over here so it connects to that portion of the building. Then we need to come across to the other side and fill out these spaces with the blocks that we need. Alright, so I'm going to basically build up some quartz back here, just like that. And then on the other side over here, I'm just going to build up some of our stone bricks, and I'm going to build it one block back. That way it looks like an indentation, since we can't really fill in any blocks over there anyways. So actually, you know what? Let's try to fill some blocks in because it looked really bad. Let's place down some quartz over here and there. And then we could actually place down some of our slabs over here, maybe if we destroy some of these blocks. So let's just go ahead and do that. There you go. And yeah, that definitely works. All right, so over here, we just need to place down our... Oh gosh, what was that block? I destroyed like a whole bunch of stuff there. All right, so I guess we need to place down quartz over here. There you go. And let's build it up one more, and that should complete that section of the roof. And of course, this is just one part of the house, but as you guys can see, it is looking almost exactly like the picture. I do have to say that was built quite well. Alright guys, so that's basically going to wrap up today's video. I know it wasn't the entire house, but we can't really build the entire house. This is a majority of it, this is the front of it, and we will be adding in more redstone and stuff. That's why I really didn't, define a space for us to build it out entirely. But either way, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please take 1 second to smack the like button. I would definitely appreciate it. Let's aim for 1,000 likes. That would be so cool, as well as don't forget to leave a comment down below and suggest some ideas for this build, and your comments might be featured in the next episode. Anyways guys, this was Twiistz, and I'll see you guys next time.